Hi everyone, welcome to Mayflower Secondary School's sharing on differentiated instructions. First, let me share with you about Mayflower's learning outcome for FCE, followed by the profile of our students, and thereafter I'll elaborate on the DI strategies adopted by the school. Lastly, I'll touch on our challenges and how we intend to move forward. In Mayflower, the FCE teams are derived from our school's vision, department vision, and the NFS unit outcomes we wish to achieve. With the theme in mind, the teachers then plan their curriculum accordingly. The choice of resources and coursework questions are crafted based on the theme. The profile of our Sec 1 students are generally well-behaved, eager to learn and explore. They adapt well to their new classmates, even though they know that they are all from different streams. Almost every lesson, there is the use of ICT. Upon receiving their PLDs in August, we found it easier to manage assessments, such as coursework and other formative assessments. There are three main strategies adopted as we implement the Sec 1 FCE Common Curriculum in Mayflower. We term it the 3 A's: arrangements, activities, and assessments. In terms of arrangements, we practice flexible groupings to provide students with the opportunities to work with different partners so as to tap on each other's strengths and abilities. From our Sec 1 FCE survey conducted, we received positive feedback from the students about their working relationship with each other. In terms of activities, we try to vary our tasks to motivate and challenge all students in the class. Success criteria are provided to allow students to assess their own work. They are also required to reflect and share their learning experiences with the teacher. We also include more challenging questions for students who are keen to try. There are 3 assessments for summative purposes. For WA1, we followed the suggested topic, energy balance, by CBDD, but made some adjustment to the question asked. We included pictures, tables, and graphs in our questions so that the paper looks less intimidating for the G1 and G2 students. For WA2, it is an assignment based on a video from CNA. The video is embedded using QR code for students to scan, watch, and answer questions accordingly. In the video, students will get to understand the effects of unhealthy eating, particularly on the topic of high sugar intake and how it affects one's health. This is a sample of how the assessment paper looks like. In the assessment, we also get students to reflect and suggest how they would apply the things that they've learned from the video to their daily life. WA3 is a coursework assessment. The question requires students to plan and serve a healthy snack or dish for a cafe they wish to open. There are also videos embedded to guide students to research on the topic of entrepreneurship, as it may be something new to some of the students. There are various components in the coursework which allow students to respond. These are some sample questions on the topic of entrepreneurship. It is interesting to know that students are able to rationalize their choices well. There are also questions on budgeting included for students to research on in terms of the ingredients used in the snack or dish they are preparing. Students are also expected to think about their plating design for the practical exams. With the dish or snack that the students have prepared, they are to take photographs and use it for the IG post. Students are assessed for the use of captions, image, and also crafting of hashtags that goes along with their post. Here's an example of a student engaging in the practical exam based on the task question. To summarize our assessments, here are some of our observations. We find that students generally did well for the energy balance quiz as well as the coursework. The coursework allowed them to excel in the different areas that they could have tapped on their strengths and abilities. The video assignment was a little more challenging for G1 and G2 students as it requires them to evaluate. Our assessment leaned towards the principles of universal design for learning. We design our assessment based on multiple modes of engagement, representation, and through action and expression. I'm coming to the end of my sharing. As a unit, we are pleased to know that our students enjoy the activities and experiences created for them. However, there are a few areas we'll continue to look into. For example, to design a lower sec curriculum as a 2-year plan to ensure better cohesion and continuity of the FCE syllabus. The results obtained at the lower sec will give us more meaningful data to take NFS at the upper secondary level. Another area that we would like to look into is the use of UDL in our curriculum design and not just during assessments. To end my sharing, here are some encouraging responses from our Sec 1 students. It gives us the assurance and confidence that what we are doing is working well for them. Thank you for your kind attention.